Y'all, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for how delayed we are today. It's late. It's 11:16 p.m. We're going to talk about Derek Jackson, though. This is the continuation of our winter series. And if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, Derek Jackson is one of the most popular, arguably the most popular dating guru for women as it relates to giving messages of how to date, how to vet men, how to know which type of man to look out for, how to go about dating a certain type of man, how to find that high quality man. And for a lot of people, for a lot of women, I think Derek Jackson was that guy. And he was really the dude that you could look to that had the marriage, that had the relationship, that was solid, that was, pretty decent looking guy. He was built, he was ripped, he had a lot of things going on for himself. We're going to go ahead and go to his his videos, his page real quick. Make sure you liking the video as you get here on the way in. We are live right now in the great state of Texas. Hey, I got a big announcement for y'all before we actually get into Derek Jackson. You're going to have to check this out. I've been sitting in my computer chair all day long. So excited for this announcement for y'all today because on our site, that's right, on our site, gotserum.com, we have a new fragrance and a new flavor bar. You're not going to want to miss this. Looking at my screen right now, it is coffee time. It's quite literally coffee time for me. I'm tired as hell. But I'm excited as well, and I just got reinvigorated because our new flavor, our new sensational body bar is pretty much designed for your face, but it is a body bar. It's a soap bar as well. It's 100% natural, 100% organic. It's stupid high quality. It's coffee scented, but it has hints of so many other different herbal, citrusy types of smells that are kind of really tied throughout, and it's just amazing. You're not going to want to miss that. Just go on the site, gotserum.com. Check it out. We got more information on that site. Really excited about that. Of course, we got the body wash going crazy, unicorns and dragons. We're doing big things over here at True Seekers Live. I want to thank you once again for supporting the channel. We're here to talk about Derek Jackson, and the reason I'm talking about Derek Jackson is because I really don't understand niggas, man. I don't get why. I don't understand why. I'm sure you've seen all of the videos. I'm sure you've seen all of the comments and commentary and people saying all kinds of different things. And hold on one second, y'all. I gotta plug my baby into the live stream really quickly. Give me 1 second. I forgot to turn her monitor on, so we gotta get her plugged in. Well, I don't know if it's gonna let me, baby. Well, we gave it our best shot. It looks like we can't have baby plugged in today, but he ends up being he ends up, I'm trying to connect him one more time, y'all. Yeah. Wouldn't let me, baby. I gave it the best shot. Sorry, love. But Derek's a whole mess right now. But men, I don't get the men. The men are fascinating to me because it seems to me that a lot of men are going forth with this message of, oh, see, we told you that Derek Jackson was lying to y'all. We told you that Derek Jackson was playing y'all. We told you that Derek Jackson women was just pandering to y'all and this, and that. And there's a few messages of the women, of the guys who are like, oh man, you left a good woman. I've seen a few, but very, 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 very few of those messages have been sent. Most of the messages I'm seeing online have something to do with Derek Jackson's wife is crazy because she's been casting, all kinds of different, whatever's it might be. But before we get to that, this is what O'Shea Du Jackson had to post on this story here. He has the message of the apology that Derek Jackson actually put on his Instagram. And the message says this: over the past several months, and my family and I have gone through many changes. Some of you have speculated, while others of you might have reached out to offer support as we privately established this new normal for ourselves and our beautiful children. Earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, and deep consideration, we decided to go our separate ways and filed for divorce, making the decision to file one of the hardest decisions of my life. But I found peace knowing that our mission of raising healthy children, starting with healthy and whole parents, is still being accomplished. From falling in love just as teenagers to becoming spouses and new co-parents, I'm grateful for the years we've spent together, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. I was blessed to have such an amazing person in my life and will forever be thankful for all she's meant to our family. We ask that if you pray to please pray for us as we navigate this grieving process. If not, please respect our privacy. That was the apology that he made. And we're going to go ahead and listen to a little bit of the audio of what his wife had to say. That was O'Shea there. So once again, huge shout out to O'Shea. And get into that right now because those are the videos that a lot of people are speculating on. Oh, looks like so I'm paying for not going on Google Chrome today, but I tell you what, that mistake won't happen again. I tell you that much. Lord have mercy. I don't know how y'all do ads. It's horrible.
And Kingdom Children Essentials. If you think that I care about what your opinion is, in regard to what I post and what I wear. I do not. Galatians 1:10 says, am I now trying to win the approval of men? Or am I trying to please people? For if I was still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ.
Now, a lot of her rhetoric in this case was biblically based, right? She's a big Christian. Her and Derek are huge Christians. That's very, very, very well known. They are in the church. They promote the church. This is a part of Derek Jackson's brand, image, and identity, or at least it was for the time being. And so a lot of people really saw, whether you were a Christian, a non-believer, a believer, there was something that you could really tie into with the Jacksons' marriage, and that saying it was like a good YouTube couple that represented everything that you would ever want to see in a marriage in the black community. You know, it was on the surface level perfect. He had a loyal wife. She was loyal to her, and everything was okay. But we know that that's not the truth, and that wasn't the truth. But once again, going back to the loyalty of the wife, that seems to be a big issue with a lot of people. And when she got exposed, or he got exposed, or when all these things were happening for the first time, I think there were 3 different mistresses. 2 of them got pregnant. Two of them ended up having an abortion. It's just a complete, absolute mess. She stayed with him. She stuck with him. Now, I wanted to say this about the staying with and the sticking with thing, and why I'm talking about the manosphere in this case. She stuck with him. What does that mean exactly? Why am I bringing that light of importance to this manner? Well, she stuck with him, and it's important because that's exactly what Kevin Samuels told women to do when they were on his podcast. Do you remember that? Do you remember when women would call into Kevin Samuels' podcast and they'll be like, oh, you know, my husband's cheating, this, and that. Now, there's some of the women that did cheat as well. But most of the time when the husband cheated, then Kevin would give the advice of, oh, you know what? You need to go ahead and stay with the husband. Most of the time, if there was cheating being talked about in the first place, Kevin was the first one to say, well, what did you do? Or who cheated first? Or yada, yada, yada. He assumed the woman was cheating. But if the guy was cheating, Kevin Samuels' message was that of, well, listen, there's nothing else out here. And I forgot to actually get this clip here. But I'm gonna find it right now for you because this is fascinating here. This is fascinating. Now, if you can see what I'm talking about just in this. He has a clip named "Do High Value Men Deserve to Cheat?" All right. Yeah, he has something else here. Kevin Samuels exposes cheating women. But do high-value men deserve to cheat? Now, obviously, he says that the women cheat more, and a lot of guys say that the women cheat more. The women are the ones that are more promiscuous. They have more options and availability, and that's probably true, to be honest with you. I think women do cheat more. But you'll never, ever hear the manosphere giving women the ability or the right to cheat. No, that's reserved for high-value men. So the reason why Derek Jackson right now is in so many manosphere conversations and why so many manosphere men are talking about him is because he is on the outer level or surface image, that high value man. He's the muscular guy who's probably, it looks like he's about 6 feet or taller, who's well financially earned, who has high social status, who has high marketplace value, whether that be sensual or whatever marketplace value you want to say. He's the alpha Chad or the alpha Tyrone for the incel or the red pill men who claim that the 80% of women go after those 10 or 20% of guys. That is, well, quite fair, and honestly, he's part of the 1% because he's wealthy on top of that. But that is the prototypical Chad and alpha male. That is him right here in this discussion. Another aspect of why the manosphere is talking about this is because the alpha male cheated, which is something that they tend to always bring into the conversations, and why Kevin Samuels used to constantly tell women that they don't deserve a high value or they don't have the ability to get a high value man, because a high value man is what? Hard to retain. A high value man is this. A high value man is that. A high value man is, and there's so many other different levels to the high value man. We're going to try and take a listen to this really quickly as YouTube plays another gosh dang ad. We're going to try and take a listen. We're going to find a clip or, some kind of section where Kevin talks about this, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find it really quickly. As you're coming into the building, make sure you like. It's a high energy late night. I've got the energy. I've got the passion. I've got coffee in my veins as well as my juice. Head over to gotserum.com because you're going to want to get coffee on the outside layer of your veins, aka your skin. I'm telling you what, it's going to revitalize, change your bathing process, gotserum.com. But I want to see if we can find a clip with Kevin Samuels with him talking about this high value man having the ability or the right to cheat.
Do men deserve do high value men deserve the option to cheat? Ladies, do they deserve it? Can you tell me they deserve it? Can you say they deserve? Do high value men deserve the right to exercise options? You call it cheating. Do they deserve the right to exercise options?
Is it cheating or exercising your options? We have a super chat I was just reminded or just told of. Is it cheating or exercising your options? Cheating, or you see the duality of that? So women cheat, men exercise their options. M87 the Great coming through again. M87 the Great with the $50 super chat. M87 the Great with the $50 super chat. This is he's donated, a lot in the past. I appreciate you, bro. Coming through even after I was late on my end of the bargain. A man of character. Good dude, bro. I appreciate you, M87, for continuing to support. He says, with the $50 bomb, just supporting black business, stay strong, and thanks for the useful advice. I appreciate that, man. M87's got a podcast that's getting ready to come out, and we're going to be promoting that here. We're going to be checking that out. I'm excited for it. It looks like he's got some plans. I don't know if I was meant to spill the beans right there already for you, M87, but there you go. We got some early promotion in for you. Do high-value men cheat, or do they explore their options? An interesting conversation. Let's hear a little bit more what Kevin Samuels thinks.
Exercise options. You call it cheating. Do they deserve the right to exercise options? 6521 gets out there and has to work and push himself 60, 80, 100 hours a week, focused on a task, dedicating himself.
I'll say this, Kevin's eyes looked a little lazy here, a little dark around the patch.
20, 30 years to become the best version of himself.
Hindsight's 2020,
There, and all the things that come along with it. Does he deserve what it comes with? Well, let's ask. Do the Super Bowl champions deserve?
I'll pause that again and appreciate you, M87.
Deserve to profit off of winning the Super Bowl? Yes, that's why the MVP of the Super Bowl tends to get on the cover of Wheaties. They get endorsements. They get all kind of stuff. To the victor go the spoils. So the men who put themselves in the top 10%, 5%, 3%, 1% of men, they have separated themselves by their own work. Do they deserve the right to exercise options? And if you and ladies, can you honestly say that if we flipped the script and made it to where women were in the same position, would you look with a straight face, look and tell men that?
The problem, Kevin Samuels, is that a lot of black women are in that position right now. A lot of black women are the head of the household, right? There are black men that are head of the household. We know that. I don't even know I wouldn't be able to tell you the number, because the numbers and the statistics for who's the head of the household, who earns more, are so nuanced at this point that I don't know if there's any conclusive way to deduct that it's 60% of the women who are with the men who are leading them financially versus this. I know there are numbers out there. I'm not sure about how accurate they are. But the reality of the situation is we know that in a lot of, even in my own personal family, there are women who make more than the men. And then there are men who make more than the women as well. But I see both. There's a duality on multiples, right? In fact, there's a multiplicities. Is that the right word? We'll use it. On both sides. Sometimes the women do make more than the men. So if we're going to go ahead and use that argument, Kevin Samuels, then the question becomes a legitimate question. If the women are in that financial position, is it exercising options for them? Now, you and I both know it's not. Most guys are going to have a very hard time with their woman, right, going outside physically. Some guys, that's a turn on for them. A lot of guys are going to have a hard time with that. But the question still, according to the rule of law, would be a valid question in that case. But moreover, the more concerning issue is that it is more socially acceptable for the high value man to do exactly what Mr. Swole did over here. Let's go ahead and go to Twitter. We got some crazy videos on Twitter. We're going to go to Twitter right now. It's the late night. Make sure you give it a like. This video is what appears to be Derek Jackson with the new girl. That's right, Derek Jackson with the new girl. Turn your volume up, turn your sound up, ladies and gentlemen. This is an interesting one. So the women knew, and the women are saying that's definitely not his wife. So Derek's all the way out. He is unashamed. He's not just unashamed, he's happy. He's living his best life right now. He's doing 100% absolutely amazing. I'm going to get demonetized for showing that, so we're taking her off. He's doing magnificently. All right. He could not have the slightest care in the world. Now, he's already been canceled, if we're being honest, for the most part. I'd say Derek Jackson's been 85 to 90% canceled. His views have tanked dramatically on his channel. And I don't know if this is going to help any to get his stuff back, to get his views back. I think that he's pretty much just said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and chalk this up to the game at this point. It is what it is. I don't know if there is any coming back from this. Now, there's another video. There's all kinds of videos on Twitter right now. He said, like, y'all, he just posted this 2 days ago. I can only imagine all the promises of change and gaslighting. Derek Jackson is wicked. While Denia, is that how you say your name? Denia? Could have divorced him. No one deserves what she went through in her marriage with him. The more important task and the more important discussion here, and something that I don't think a lot of people are talking about, what do y'all niggas want? What do y'all want? What do y'all want? When she got with Derek Jackson, he wasn't the Derek Jackson of who he is now. She built with him, right? That's a concept that the Manosphere is always saying, oh, look, all the guys wait, all the women wait at the finish line. No, not all of them. A lot of them do, but not all of them, though. I'm telling you from personal experience, not all of them. There are women that'll build with you. Derek Jackson of 5 years, 6 years ago, I believe they dated for 2 years before they got married from what I heard. Derek Jackson of years ago was nowhere near. Nobody knew Derek was going to grow and become as big as he is now. I heard another YouTuber, I can't remember who said that, but this is their point. This is not my point. Nobody knew. He didn't know he was going to be as big as he is now. He probably just, was doing it for the time being, and he was like, hey, whatever happens, happens, right? Whatever happens, happens. Did Derek Jackson hypergamize? You say that the women are always hypergamous, and I tell you all the time that hypergamy is in so many different aspects of life, not just in dating. But did Derek Jackson hypergamize? I saw so many people getting on his woman for the video right here of her sitting with and describing or just talking about the incident because she was wearing the military. If you're looking at your screen right now, you can see. I forget what the name of it, a bonnet of some sort.
This is a spiritual warfare. And if you are not prepared and you do not know what to do, you will drown and you will be a casualty in this war.
It's pretty intense.
I did not come here to play games and to play dress up. I came here in my battle suit. I came here on the battleground covered in the blood of Jesus. I received the anointing of the warrior and I spilled the blood of the enemy. You see a bonnet, I see the helmet of salvation. You see an army green shirt, I see the breastplate of righteousness. I see the belt of truth, the sandals of peace.
Now, bro, you cheated on your girl, you cheat on your wife, and this is how loyal she is to you still? You publicly humiliated this woman. And she's on here on the internet defending your honor, trying to keep Derek Jackson's YouTube page going. She's staying with him in the union. We still don't know if they're actually divorced right now. She's staying with this man and trying to keep up the image, the facade, the whatever, doing as much as she can to keep this thing going. And I see men and women ragging her. Now listen, I get that you might think that the looks is a big, and listen, I get that the looks are a thing. I've seen pictures of her dressed up with him. I've seen pictures of him dressed down with her when she was dressed up. I've seen it all. I really have. I've seen it all. Was she maybe too casual all the time? I guess maybe that was, I don't know. But I can tell you this much, right? If it was as simple as you wanting your girl to dress up a little bit more or this or that, all you got to do is really say something if you're Derek Jackson. Okay, I guarantee you that a woman that's being this adherent to your word, the word of God, to your submissive, to submitting to you to this level, she would have no problem dressing up. She'd have no problem doing just about anything because she's already been humiliated. She's already been publicly ridiculed. She's already constantly publicly ridiculed for doing exactly what everybody claims that they want to see, which is black love, black marriage. Even both sides, the manosphere and the woman's sphere, if you will. Both sides claim that they want to see this, but when the going got tough, it looks like all the tough people got going on Denia. I don't know. This is a fascinating case right here. This is a fascinating case. Let's look into the video that he just posted 2 days ago, and then we'll get to some more videos. There's too many videos.
You know, oh, if she wanted to be with you, she never would have left. Or if he really wanted to stay, he would have, because you can't make no man stay. Of course, in some context, that's true. But there's also a such thing as pushing a person away who genuinely wanted to be in your life, who had every intention of being in your life over the long term. But just because a person wants to be with you doesn't mean they want to be with everything that you introduced them to once they got in a relationship with you. Like, bro, she wanted to be with you. That girl really loved you. But she did not love your inability to prioritize her because you always had to juggle different women as a way of escaping your abandonment wounds. Like, she didn't sign up for that. That's why she left. Or sis, that man wanted...
Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. Derek Jackson's a perfect example of why it really is difficult for women to a certain extent out here. The niggas that support and that are just trying to say, "Oh, I told you so." The niggas that are like, "Oh, you know, blah blah blah." That it only goes further to show why there's really no hope. Because if you're a type of person that's saying, "Oh, I told you Derek Jackson was going to do this type of move. I told you that Derek Jackson was an F-boy. I told you that this," then most likely you're a type of dude that doesn't believe in stable union marriage. You don't believe in committed relationships or monogamy to begin with, if you're coming at it from that perspective. So you're already off of the list of potential prospects if we're talking about marriage from a Western civilized ring and government ordinanced relationship perspective. You're already outside of that because you're in the manosphere, the red pill train of thought. So you're not a loss because you were never accounted for to begin with, if that makes any sense. You get what I mean? So that's the side to it. What essentially it is, it's the manosphere deciding to back up a guy who was anti-manosphere, all because he cheated on his wife. Now the manosphere is like, "Oh, cool, you cheated? Hey, Derek, you know, you're okay with us. You're okay with us, DJ, because we told y'all women that he's going to cheat. We told y'all women that he's going to do this. We told y'all women," and essentially it's what? To get back at the women because they're not able to be the Derek Jackson, right? It's to get back at the women because they're not the ones that are in the gym. It's to get back at the women because they're not the ones that are driving the nice cars. It's to get back at the women because they're not the ones that have the high social status or the good looking guys or the whatever it might be. So they're able to finally, "I told you so. I knew it was going to happen to you. I knew that a man at that level that I'll never be able to achieve is gonna always shit on you, and so I'm just gonna wait for it to happen." Once again, instead of trying to make myself that guy, instead of trying to make myself that person, I'm gonna wait for that person that I'll never be to shit on the woman, so I can live vicariously through that shitting session. That's why most of y'all guys are gonna continue to be losers, regardless or irrespective of what Derek Jackson does. It's not gonna help your dating prospects. Just like Kevin Samuels isn't gonna help your dating prospects. Just like Fresh and Fit's not gonna help your dating prospects. You know why? Because inflation's still going to go up. You know why? Because the Tinder dating app market is still going to go up and be dominated by 80% men and then like 20%, 15% bots and 5% women. You know why? Because technology's only going to increase social space, if you will, and unless you're able to compensate by becoming a more financially bossed up guy, a more charismatic person, a more digitized type of social status person, unless you're able to move and adjust with the times, nothing of what happens online is going to personally affect you and your life, other than bringing you some kind of content and value outside of actually bringing real value, if it's a real, good advice and stuff like that. No, this isn't going to help you at all. This is simply to help you to feel better if you're a guy, for you still being a loser. Okay? That's the reality of it. You like Derek Jackson and you love the situation because you're not Derek Jackson. And you never will be. You love seeing women hurt. You love seeing this. You prayed for this day because you knew that a nigga wasn't going to be shit once he gets to a certain level. Just like most of you niggas ain't shit when you get to a certain level. This is why the black community is always going to be shit. Because niggas, once they finally get a little bit of taste of something, end up dipping the fuck off from the people that ended up raising them in the very community that they claim needs help. You understand what I mean, how backwards this is? This is the mindset of the nigga. This is why niggas are able to sell out their own people 24/7, because they do it every single day. Every single day. This is just yet another example of a selling out. Now, I'll say this. If you don't want to be with somebody for the rest of your life, don't marry that person. That goes for men and women. Don't marry that person. Marriage is very serious. And when a woman really loves you and she thinks that you're gonna really want to marry her, and she really gives her all to you, it's a pretty serious thing, and not to mention it's a pretty serious financial commitment. It's a big commitment, and he's probably gonna pay for this. Quite literally, he's gonna pay for this. You know what I mean? Because he's the one that cheated. He's the public profile. He's the public figure. You know what I mean? He's the one that didn't hold true to his vows. He could have probably gotten divorced first, but then he'd obviously have to do potentially alimony. That's a lot of different things. And to be quite fair and honest with you, he should pay alimony. He should. He's not the same Derek Jackson he was when he first started coming up. She's been supporting him all the way, quite literally, until the end. She's been supporting him all the way, quite literally, until 2 days ago. Why shouldn't she get paid? Why shouldn't she get a little bit of something? She's already humiliated. She's already, like, internationally humiliated, at least nationally humiliated. She already is kind of running through the dumps. What more could forgive me, young lady, what more could she possibly do, right or wrong, in this situation? Pay that woman and let her leave, Derek Jackson. And this is why alimony does exist for these types of cases specifically. When a woman does finally decide to build with you, when a woman finally does decide to raise through the muck with you, this happens a lot. You know how many black men get with a woman just to live with them because they don't have anywhere else to stay? You know what I mean? The hobosexuals, as they call. You know how many? And this is not just black men. This is a white man. This is not even as much a white man, but it happens more in our community. Let's be honest, okay? This happens a lot. You see a black dude maybe just like a I don't even want to say that. You know, you'll see him and there's not much love in the relationship. Have you seen 90 Day Fiance? That's the best way I can describe it. If you see 90 Day Fiance, that's the best way. You're like, okay, he don't even look like he likes her. He's just kind of there because he needs somewhere to stay, right? He's just kind of giving her like pity bedroom fun, right? It's kind of the same concept. I think that's how Derek Jackson saw it. He saw her as security. He did. He saw her as security, you know? Now, once again, the guys are going to be like, okay, well, we were telling the women that from the beginning. We were telling women that from the get-go. We were telling women this. We were telling women that. Listen, I don't want to hear anything about we were telling women this, we were telling women that, when y'all are the same niggas complaining 24/7 online that women play you. I don't want to hear anything about you trying to say, oh, we told Derek Jackson. We were trying to tell you about Derek when y'all the same niggas complaining about child support. When y'all same niggas complaining that your baby mama fleeced you. I don't want to hear anything about y'all, y'all in particular, y'all, complaining about her getting played or her getting jugged by an 80% guy. That's the reason 90% of y'all in the Manosphere, because you got played yourself. So people get played. Welcome to reality. Hopefully you're able to give her enough grace that you were able to give yourself. Hopefully you're able to finally start to, I think you'd start to have some compassion at least, you know, but I wouldn't expect that though. I wouldn't expect that because once again, you're just looking at the situation for your vicarious rocks to get pleased in and within. Let's look at some more videos here. We got a lot of videos. Make sure you head over to gotserum.com. We're going to have some debates coming up soon. I got a couple people. I have 2 people I've reached out to. I just need to text them. If you're watching this right now, I will be texting you in probably 1,200 hours or 1200 Central Time. 1200 Central Time. Let's look at some videos here. I'm just trying to find a guy's perspective on this because a lot of women are talking about it. I'm trying to find a guy's perspective. Man, I'm not gonna lie though. There's a lot of women's perspective on this too that are saying his wife is so gone. This is Nee saying, y'all, Derek Jackson's wife is so far gone. This is another woman saying Derek Jackson's wife, Dania Jackson, is about to place a root on everybody. This is another woman, Mamba out. Dania, you did this all for him to divorce you. Will continue to be a soldier in the army of the Lord elsewhere. Your ex-husband, Derek Jackson, got his soldiers marching and everybody else's. I mean, I don't get why you as a guy would look at this response from Miss Mamba out here and be like, see, we told you, because from what I'm seeing is it's another loyal woman that's not going to be in the pool anymore. I don't know if y'all plan on not being with women for the rest of your lives, or if you plan on not being in a committed relationship for the rest of your lives. I don't know what exactly the rest of your life's relational plan entail as far as the opposite sex or the same sex. But this with the women that I also see in this case that are saying, man, you did all this for him to divorce you. This right here has given a lot more women in their minds the reason not to be in committed relationships, because a lot of them were following Derek Jackson. So how you could celebrate in that fact as a guy, as a black man, is beyond me to begin with, other than you like to simply see people and women hurt, which we know that's the case. We know that's why Kevin Samuels pearly things. We know that's why niggas gangbang. We know that's why the black community will always be shit, because the men prefer to see people getting hurt within their own community than building that shit up. This is why niggas won't even look at you in the face when you walk past them. Niggas, 70% of niggas, when I look at them, look at the ground. Or they'll just mean mug me, and then I'll start reaching for my waist just in case I might have to do something that day to a nigga. I'm talking, that's 70%. So I don't know what all y'all are all happy-go-lucky about in this particular instance, other than the fact that this is simply a mirror of how destructive niggas like to be. I don't get y'all. The woman was as loyal as you can be, and y'all still shit on her. If she cheated on him, you'd shit on her. He cheated on her, you shit on her. What do y'all want from her? What do y'all want from the woman? What do y'all want from yourselves? What do y'all want from your life? You gonna keep sitting online day in, day out, wishing shoulda, woulda, coulda? Snickering online, behind keyboards, hours and hours and hours. Y'all niggas are so weird, bro. I watched a video of a passport guy today. Let me see if I can find this video. Y'all are going to get a kick out of this. Let me see if I can find this video. So I found this video of this passport guy today. I wasn't going to talk about the passport bros, but I found this video of this passport guy, and he was describing, this was on the live stream of a difficult conversation with life. I think it is. I think this is CK's channel. A difficult conversation with life. No, there it is. All right. Okay, this is Peso Man. A difficult conversation with life right here. Let's get back to the video. Let me show y'all most of these dudes that are celebrating about this Derek Jackson. This is most of these niggas right here. This is most of the niggas right here. These types of dudes. These weird dudes. Listen to this.
So I meet a guy, he cool dude. I'm like, hey bro, check this out. I got a whole thing, and I got a couple of ladies that's gonna be coming through.
Listen to this story. This guy's describing, this is a passport bro describing his passport conquest in Brazil or something. Listen to how weird these dudes are, man.
In a minute. So, hold on.
Fair use, niggas.
You got 100 in the room. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy, man. We out here. So I meet a guy, he cool dude. I'm like, hey bro, check this out. I got a whole villa. You ain't got to pay nothing. You want to crash there, that's cool. Got a pool, everything. And I got a couple of ladies that's going to be coming through. Now,
that's right. This nigga started off this conversation with, I met a guy. He's in a foreign country right now. I got a couple of ladies coming over. Bro, you should come through.
Now, she's supposed to go with my man's. My man's, he didn't show up.
Oh, so he had another friend that was supposed to come and show up with him, but his man's didn't show up. Y'all niggas are out of there.
All right, hey, I'm gonna come through. So the girls come through, right? Beautiful, gorgeous.
Right off the bat, his first friend didn't even show up. His first friend told him, let's go out to DR, talking about he missed his flight. Okay, you missed your flight, then you just rebook and get on the next plane and get up, get your butt to the DR.
So his first friend said he was broke. So he missed the flight. So his buddy's not out there.
Introduced him to her friend, basically. They had already talked online before on the phone. So we was gonna try to do some double date thing when we got to DR. So anyway,
Okay.
So anyway, day one goes by, nothing. What? He doesn't call, no nothing. Day two hits, My man said he missed his flight.
All right. We have a super chat. We're going to get through this real quick and we're going to get right to our super chat. Thank you for super chat.
Just hit him in the neck. The men.
Just listen to this. Now, Peso's commentary is awesome. What I'm getting ready to say is kind of what Peso was saying, all right? It's kind of what he was saying, but I don't even need to say anything. Let's just listen to this.
These are coming through. You know, we post.
Now,
If Peso can get through the video, I might just have to find the video. Hold on a second, y'all.
this nigga.
The one guy,
right.
I meet a guy on the, I think at flip-flop, shop at flip.
This nigga's meeting so many guys. What is going on?
So I get one guy, I meet a guy on the, I think at flip-flop, shop at flip-flop. We about to walk past my little breakfast spot too in a minute. So.
Nigga's doxing himself in a foreign country. Nigga's just doxing himself in Brazil. Boy, let me get to this super chat, man. Y'all niggas are out of there. This is where I've been eating breakfast at right here at 7:30 every single day. Catch me right here. I spend about $84 every single day. I'll be here. Y'all niggas, boy. Man, we have a $20 $20 from Kita Baby in the building. $20 donation from Kita Baby. She is rage quitting. Oh, Keto, you wait until you see the rest of this. You're gonna be quitting for sure. No, these dudes are weird, man. Like, there's no coming back. What in the hell? $20 bomb from Kita Baby. I appreciate that, Kita, so much for all the support. Thank y'all for supporting. If you can, all the support goes a long way, y'all. More videos on the way. Listen, here we go.
We got 100 in the room. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy, man. We out.
Bro, we not hitting the like. We got to get forward with the story.
Herself, and I'm talking to the other girl mainly. So of course we start, you know, drinking. You know, for some reason I get a little tipsy. My Spanish actually improves. So I'm
when he gets tipsy, his Spanish improves.
entertaining the girls. You know, one thing leads to another.
One thing leads to another. This is like a kid, man. See, this is wrong with y'all niggas, man. Y'all are like kids. Y'all are like kids. It's stunted. Something's stunted here. This is like a little boy right now. He's in a candy shop, you know.
Girls. You know, one thing leads to another. And
this is why y'all get taken advantage of. You're a kid in Brazil right now, man. You're in a very precarious situation in life.
They just on some, you know, some wild stuff for the most part. So I take it upon myself. I said to myself, you know what? The hell with this. 2 women, 2 pills.
Did you hear that?
2 women, 2 pills. So, since his friends couldn't show up to give him backup in this case, he decided to go ahead and pop 2 Viagra pills. All right? Yeah. It's not a good idea, ladies and gentlemen.
It was my dumb ass taking 2 full pills. And that didn't go down. Actually, I must have misread it because we messed around, but they ended up leaving.
Wait. Hold on, let's rewind. Hold on.
Continue.
Back, basically. And thinking that, you know, I'm in the game, you know, I'm good. You know, the women, they tipsy. You know, they feeling it. They like whatever with it. And that didn't go down, actually.
So you're in Brazil. They're tipsy. They're feeling it. And then it didn't go down. And you pop 2 Viagra pills. Weird ass.
And that didn't go down. Actually, I must have misread it because we messed around, but they ended up leaving. Must have misread it because we messed around, but they ended up leaving. Leave your boy. So now I'm stimulated.
All right. So we're just going to stop that there for the sake of time. Well, I guess we'll play a little bit more. Let's see what else happens.
So it's the worst.
I'm curious. I'm invested in the story.
Kind of. I'm horny. You know what I'm saying? So it's the worst kind of. It's the worst kind of setup.
So he done passported. He had to take his Viagra because naturally, you know, he's He needs the Viagra. So he done passported. He made sure to have the Viagra. He done did everything right. Listen, Passport Bros, I'm trying to help y'all out right now, okay? I'm trying to help y'all out. Romy said, Peso Man said, don't take the Viagra until the women are pretty much like have pretty much given and written consent saying they're ready to go and it's on paper, right? So that also second, don't take 2 of them, all right? But past that, though, okay? Well, what was my third tip? I forget.
Thank you. Not only am I having a self-induced heart attack, family.
Oh, you're having a self-infused heart attack. Oh, a self-induced heart attack. So this man looks to be about, what, 44, Acts 14, 44 years old. According to average life expectancy of men, possibly has another, at most, 15 years left in his life. At most, to be fair and honest with you, if he's very lucky, he'll have 25 to 30. If he's very lucky, he'll have 25 to 30. If he's very lucky. Okay? Very lucky. And he's popped 2 Viagra pills in a foreign country in an effort to not marry women, but just to have sensual conquest and escapade. And now he's having a possibly medical crisis. These are the Passport Bros. This is the Manosphere.
Self-induced heart attack seem like, you know. Yeah.
What are you doing, bro?
Not only am I having a self-induced heart attack, family.
What's going on? Like,
I'm horny. You know what I'm saying? So it's the worst kind of setup, basically. The girls left me. You know. They pretty much one got mad. You know, because one got mad. We were supposed to have fun, but one got upset and was ready to go. Because my man didn't show up. And, she knew what I was trying to do, but you know how women are. So.
No, I thought that's the reason that you were over there to begin with. I thought that the reason that women were in America is the reason that you are in Southern America. You know how women are. So are women all the same around the world now? You know how women are. I mean, I don't know. You tell me, because apparently y'all are the ones that know how women are. And all the guys that have women don't know. Make that make sense. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you leave a like and a thumbs up. I want to thank everybody for contributing and donating to the show today. We've been talking about Derek Jackson. We've been talking about the Passport Bros. We will be getting back to, look at this, I got a prop for y'all. We'll be getting back to the Pearl. Oh, we don't have batteries. Babe, we don't have batteries in this? Oh, there. Okay, you have to hold it. Well, that's pretty dim. It's okay, though. We're going to be getting back to Miss Pearly things here in a second. We're continuing on with our winter series. I don't even know if y'all could see me right there. Could y'all see that? Let me pull it up again. We're continuing on with our winter series. It is cold, and I hope you're enjoying winter. I want to go ahead and remind y'all again, like I just did, to go to gotserum.com and check out the new coffee bar. It is fantastic. I'm not just saying that because I spent 12 hours today, 10 hours today at the computer screen. I'm not just saying that because I and my girl own the company. I'm not just saying that because it's a wonderful price and it's all organic ingredients that we have to source from all over the freaking place. And in order to get them here, and then it takes us like all night to make it, quite literally, or sometimes days on end if deciding how we process it. And I mean, things from even letting certain things dry for days on end. It's a wild how much work she puts in that we put into this company, and we want y'all to experience it and be able to really understand what it is to elevate your life, to elevate your lifestyle, even if it's one simple small ingredient at a time. It starts with the way that you take care of your body. It starts with the mentality. It all starts with you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank y'all for joining us tonight in this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful episode. We have so many supporters. We have discussions and discourses. We have debates coming up here in a little bit. That's right. People are going to be joining the show. Gloves are going to be off. New background. It's going to be cool. It's going to be hype. You'll be able to call into the show. So write the number down as soon as you see it starting. I want to give a huge shout out once again to our 2 contributors tonight that we had on the super chats. Y'all donated big. Y'all always support the channel. For as small as the channel as we are, I can't thank y'all enough, man. I know I ask a lot. I know it's very annoying, but y'all don't get upset, and y'all show out. Y'all show out. So, all the offline contributors, thank you. If I didn't get a chance to thank you online, thank you. from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you very much. I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure also, if you don't like the coffee bars, we have Unicorns and Dragon. This is Dragon Fruit Infused Body Wash that's on GotSerum.com. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Passport Bros, you are on notice. Derek Jackson haters and supporters. Haters, you're on notice. I guess the supporters are on notice too, maybe. I don't know about that. Organic Black, we have the best mod in the world in the building. Diana Prince is also an amazing mod in the building. I see a couple of y'all's comments. Sigh, main channel is still blocked. I don't even know I was blocked in the first place. At Feminine, this is Verbal. Verbal, you aren't blocked. I checked Verbal. I checked 2 times. Verbal, I'll check one more time, my dear. I'll check one more time. I sure will. I'll check one more time. Forgive me. Jay Riches says, I think these women are the same. These men are cray-cray. Hey, we're trying to lead our brothers to a good place, Miss Bevy. We're trying to lead them to a good place. Miss Organic Black, I would cue the X-Files music, but I can't because my the app that we use to do the music and stuff was taken off the app market. I went to go live. I can't describe to you how every single time before we go live it's something crazy, and it's not anything. It's literally just, this is what happens my entire life. Y'all don't think it does, but this has happened my entire life. I've said this about my parents. I've said this about college. I've said this about when I got a good job and I ended up losing it. I said this about when I got almost to like success at every single stage of my life. And you know what I think it is? I think honestly, I'm not going to even say that, but there was like this Mexican guy I met a long time ago, man. I think you might have like you might have done something, but no. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously though, it was, they took the app off the freaking app market. So now I got to buy the hardware piece and it costs like $50 to $70 thanks to inflation and stuff. But we'll have it one day. Thanks to y'all. Anyways, I'm drawing this out. I love you all, man. Good night. Y'all take care of yourself. Feminine Energy, email him, link to your other channel, please. Yeah, Feminine Energy, please email that link. Please email that link. I love you all so much. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. I love you all. Good night.